everyone. Thank you for watching this video. This is a short teaching video that I've got meant to give you guys questions to discuss in our small groups that are meeting online. We call those Zoom crews. And so if you're new tonight, just DM us on Instagram. What we'll do is we'll set you up with the Zoom crew that's a good fit for you. But what we're doing is actually, we've been continuing to go through our series, like a mini-series, going through the book of Luke in the Bible. And we're using a video mini-series that's created by the Bible Project. It's an awesome animation studio out of Portland. And it seems like the reason we're doing this is because it seems like everyone's been going through like series after series on Netflix right now. We have all this time on our hands. And so this is a mini-series that we're going to go through, continuing to go through together. What makes this important for us is the fact that this is actually telling us a story that we are a part of here and now today. It's like telling us our origin story so that we can live a fuller and better life now. And if you haven't been with us in this yet, feel free to just jump in wherever we are. You don't have to get all caught up. Just jump in where we are starting tomorrow on Monday. Today, what we're doing is we're wrapping up the book of Luke, and the story then continues into the book of Acts in the Bible. And so what we're doing is we're shifting from the story of Jesus's life and the work that he did in the world, and we're shifting it to the story of the earliest followers of Jesus and what they did with their lives and their work in the world, and really how they built up the church to what it is that we are all a part of here today. And it helps us understand our purpose in life here and now. So this past week, some good questions came up from some of the students who are going through all of this with us together. Kendall mentioned, as she's going through, there's a ton of parables that we're reading through. These are Jesus' teachings. The parables are the way Jesus would tell a story to communicate what he's wanting us to understand about who God is, who we are in relationship to God, how to live. And so Kendall's question was just flat out, why did God tell us stories instead of just telling us what to think or do? Why did he use that approach? If Jesus could have just showed up and said, hey, do this, don't do that, think this, don't think that, why did he not do that and instead tell us stories and engage our imaginations? Lily, another one of our students, also in some of these sections through parables, asked the question, when times get tough and you feel like giving up, what is one thing that's a constant reminder to you to not give up? Like, why does it work for you? Whatever that thing is, why does that work for you? Jesus, in some of his parables, talks about some of the things to do to not give up on, to not lose hope through. And then Braden, another one of our students, also asked the question through these parables. He said, at one point, Jesus says that it's important to give to the poor. Then he also says that whoever has much will be given more, and whoever has little, all that he has will be taken from him. And Braden asked, is that a contradiction? Like, how do you make sense of some of Jesus' confusing teachings? And why do you think he's talking that way? These are great questions for us to wrestle with. And the past few days since then, we've been reading through the events that build up to Jesus being arrested, he's put on trial, he's unjustly tortured and executed, and then he comes back to life after being in a tomb for 3 days. And there are so many questions to ask about that. Like, for example, if Jesus showed up in our world today, would we end up treating him the same way all over again like people did the first time around? And then, is it weird that Christians actually believe that this person died and came back to life? Like, how do we rationalize that kind of belief? Isn't that weird? So today, my questions for you guys to talk about tonight, other than those ones that I already said, are about the Bible Project video that we're going to put the link to in the comments below here on our YouTube page. So what I want you to do is go down in the comments and under this YouTube video right here, and click on that link, and it's another Bible Project video, and it just tells the story so much better than I ever could. And my main questions to you in regard to that video are, first of all, if we can imagine the whole world finally recovered, right? It's whole again, not broken apart. It's healed. Everything is made right. Inequality is made equal, right? All things and all people are at peace now through God's work. If we can imagine that world where everything is finally made right. First question is, what do you see highlighted in our world right now that God is needing to make right and going to make right? What's highlighted that really is needing to be made right? And second, what do you see highlighted in our world right now that is already a sign of God making things right? Things that are already moving in the direction towards wholeness and goodness and justice and peace. Those are my questions for you. So, click on the link below. Be ready to talk about what you think about it in your Zoom cruise. And I hope you guys have some good conversations and some good thoughts stirring from this. So, love you guys, and I'll see you soon.